Hi, this is Save Smokey and welcome to another video. We're looking at Ragnarok M Classic. Today we've got 4 characters and we're taking them from level 1 to 80. This took a few days of constant grinding and questing, but it was a really great experience. I ended up liking this game a lot, so let's take a look. Alright, first things first, we gotta get all of our clients loaded up. We gotta get some characters made, so we got a little bit of footage of our first character coming up. Go ahead and make our main character we'll be watching here, Sukino Meridian. And it'll be backed up with Adonius, Elwyn, and Tribrat. But for whatever reason, we didn't capture any footage of them, but it's alright. We're gonna get over here and start doing our first mission, get our first kills in, and get teamed up. Once they're teamed together, we'll grab our novice pouring hat blueprint and craft that up, get some style going. And we've gone and made it, and we'll go ahead and put that on. Wonderful, beautiful. Fast forward a bit here, got a few more quests. Gotta get her mouthpiece, get her either a flower or the leaf or whatever. Then a few more quests and get us up to the boss. We'll go ahead and just knock him out. And of course we gotta pick our mount, where it's the Peko or the pouring, and we'll get a few of those. And zip right to the intro video. So I want to take this time to talk about the video a little bit and my experience with the game and my thoughts. So I had played Ragnarok Online, the original MMORPG, back when it came out on the computer, and I hadn't really played any other Ragnarok IPs since then. I've played a lot of other MMORPGs like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV for sure, but going back to play Ragnarok M Classic, the way they restructured a lot of the questing, the way they added some of the mechanics, there's an auto battle system. The questing is very painless. You can click on the item on the menu and it'll take you to all of your destinations. It'll fight the monsters for you, and I really like how the auto combat system is also integrated with the main combat. Putting your buffs and things in there that'll get automatically triggered, things you don't have to worry about. I mean, that's a great feature that I hadn't seen before. And when you go through the quests and the rate you gather experience and the progression through the game, whether it's getting your jobs or getting gear from the marketplace or from chests, everything is timed really well, and you get the opportunity to experience some of the finer aspects of the game that if you had played MMORPGs in the past, you may have not been able to have access to so easily. After playing the game for a little bit, it was clear that the performance is just kind of crazy for how good it looks. I don't know how they did it, but I tell everybody that it looks so good and it runs super well. I mean, you can have so many entities on screen, and that kind of blew my mind. So when I heard about the game, I thought I'd give it a shot, and here I am making this video. And we're already on to picking our class. We picked the base class here, go through this quest. I'm going to zip through this so you can kind of see how different they are. I mean, right at the beginning here, they're actually fairly similar, but later on you'll see that the quest diverges a bit, and they're kind of challenging. I really like the questions. I would like to take some time to go and look at, kind of the way they walk you through these jobs, but I think that's outside of the scope for this video. But here we go. Got our jobs all done. And of course, we can't forget the mercenary cats. This is a great addition as well. Some way to get extra teammates on your team in case you don't got anybody to play with. Like, come on, genius. You take them with you to knock out the instance bosses when you're solo. Bye-bye, Edgar. Zip on ahead and we'll go check out the event. Got our little cooking competition with Teresa. This was charming. Wonderful. I love the little events. Go fry us an egg or something. Eggs are fried. Time to snack. Nom. She's so flattered. Here we go again with the quests and the killing and the stuff. And would you look at that? Some grinding. Lovely. Look at that EXP. Yeah, but we can't forget to do our instances. Get some of those done. Get some more grinding, and let's round out this first day. Get some fat upgrades on the weapons. See if we survive. Who knows? And we proceeded to blast for several hours. Made it from 35 to 42 and go see the goddess. Praying for our daily, and let's go to tomorrow. Alright, new day, new grind. Let's knock this out. All that grinding, and we're ready to pick our career path. Going hunter. And we're going rogue. Now this portion of the quest was a little bit more interesting. I think I struggled with the monk a bit. The questions are difficult. I like the questions. And let's blast through these 40 quests until we get to our instance Marak. Another clutch moment for the kiddies, the mercenary cats. We split up our parties here. Gotta do this one in solo, but you can challenge it even if you're not level 60, but I mean, we grabbed some few levels, we can knock this out. Observe as the kitties absolutely decimate. And then we take a little ride on lightning. Don't forget to take your pictures for your adventure log. Then we bring all the element nuggets to our boy Morgan and we do the thing. Another ride on lightning, and then I think we gotta grind it out for the rest of this one. '56, we get our mentor quest. Watch me fail to answer all the tests for all 4 guys because I just can't remember the order. After finally paying attention and completing a few more activities, we get to have our own little mentor-y thing guy dude come and do a quest. He was like a little noob that did the quest with us, or like the same quest we did, you know? That makes it more real, you know, like it's not something you just did by yourself. So yeah, after he's done becoming a real boy, we gotta get back to business. Go ahead and smash our instances, go smash some monsters, get us from 57 to 60, and get ready to unlock Thanatos. Okay, we gotta get a good clip at this in here, this Thanatos Tower thing. We tried to do it, and it takes 2 teams. It's tricky. It's like got mechanics. It's like a, you know, it's a real raid, and it's pretty nasty. There's Valkyrie is scary. It slaps you up, but yeah. Thanatos Tower was the only thing we unlocked at 60, so I was trying to fit in as much as we could before the end of the day. So checking out what instances that we could get with our free time or our game time and trying to do the most challenging ones to get the best possible rewards, and they just hit level 60, so they're only just barely able to do these instances. I mean, just slamming for hours and hours, but finally make it to bed and get ready for the next day. Okay, so we made it to 68 overnight, and we're ready to try and get ahead a little bit more. We need a few more levels before we can do the next section of content, so try and grind out as much as we can and get our instances done so we can get our next story quests. These Oracle dungeons are ill-fated by ourselves, so we gotta recruit some help from our legendary healer, Saya. This is, of course, where we meet to conduct serious business. Unfortunately, nothing can stop the freeze, and then the bigger freeze. By some miracle, we get out and we win, so we do it again. Watch him go. Take down the Drake. Finish up all our oracles and just in time for Dragon Apocalypse. It's pretty neat. You show up every time the health goes down a bit. Either some chests, you get them, and a good shit. So we got some time and we're gonna go do an Endless Tower. That's some endgame content. Lots of floors, lots of enemies. There's boss you gotta fight every 10 floors, and they get harder and harder, and there's lots of great rewards, so it's something you definitely want to do and try and get everything we can for these guys. And we keep going up and up and up until we read our end. With that down, we're high enough level, we can go and do the end of the first main story quest. I tried to save some spoilers, you know? Alright, the monk just needed to Kyrie Ellison his way through. I mean, they just smoked him. They just smoked. Part 1 down, roll the credits. We'll just take in the moment of the glory. Ragnarok Classic. Not 2 seconds after that sweet moment, we're back to bashing our head against Battle of Cake. And then it's time to get hype because we got enough EXP on our jobs to hit our tier 2. Professor time. Speed through these tier 2 quests and take a little quick look at some of the differences there too. And we're locked in. Tier 2 job, day 4. And then it was really down to the wire because I did not have quite enough to make it through to level 80. By my calculations, I was trying and figuring out everything I could possibly do to get to level 80. And it just wasn't looking good. Grinded as much as I could, did the instances as much as I could, and then I had a couple quests, but just wasn't quite there. And that's when I had the absolutely legendary realization that I could hit my level 80 with my raid tokens. Because I wasn't gonna make it, I don't think, this day. I was very close on XP, but not quite there. At this point, it was still earlier in the day, so I was grateful that I was gonna be able to get my level 80 and do the 80 quests today and not have to wait an entire extra day and just sit around doing nothing. We cranked it out. This is exactly day 5. This last bit was actually quite a long quest chain. There's so many back and forths and monsters to kill. I mean, areas to go in. There's glitches with the quests when you accept them at the same time as the other guy, and you gotta redo sections of it, and it's just takes a while. And it's a really good and interesting quest, and I highly recommend that you go check it out for yourself. We're speeding through it high speed right here, but we'll slow it down a little bit and check out the end of the game. of course, after 5 days of pretty seamless recording, we lose the last chunk of the main story on my main client. Brought Smokey along for this one to take in the dub. That makes 5 characters across the finish line, including Smokey on this final quest here. They literally caught up to my main while I was doing this. With all those quests wrapped up, the party took a little bit of a break. You know, they got to take a little bit of a nap, get some food. You know, they've been grinding non-stop for 5 days. They needed some showers, you know, time to take a nap. But don't worry, they've been back on the grind. They're getting things done. They're leveling up. It's been a few days since then. I can tell you right now, they're already level 86. So don't worry, they're happy. They're being well taken care of. And I wanted to share a couple of cute pictures that we took with some of the NPCs on the quest here, and just you know, kind of wrap this up. Let you know I was a really big fan of this game. After giving it a try, I wasn't sure I was gonna like it. It was just a mobile game. It's just something I thought it would be interesting, but you know, they really put their heart into this one. I can tell the way they really calculate every action and the time you spend and all the items that they put into the game. I think they did a really good job, and honestly, I recommend it. I recommend it to anybody, and if you want to come play, I've got a guild, and I'll be streaming on Twitch fairly regularly, so I hope to catch you there. And thanks again for watching. This has been really a joy to make. It take a lot of time, and I do appreciate if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this. I plan to make more fun videos in the future.